Okay, so this is sort of going to be like my stress reliever book review video, because after the day that I had today, I need to take a break from all the stress. So with my dog and with the washing machine, so this, you can tell because I'm like out of breath. So anyway, I have 8 videos to review on. Some of them were okay, some of them weren't really good. So I'm going to get into it right now. So this one is about, and I've always said this, I think I did this in another book review video. This is The Cat Who Blew the Whistle. I just finished this book today. It's by Lilian Jackson Braun. The Cat Who Blew the Whistle. This is what it looks like. And what this book is about, it's about this guy who owned a train. And he was obsessed with trains. He had model train sets. And what happens is his company gets audited, and for some reason he mysteriously vanishes. And it's up to Quill, Q-W-I-L-L, to figure out why did they leave town, who gets the train, who is going to take care of his wife and his daughter and everything else. With his 2 cats. His 2 cats help him solve the crimes in these books. Mostly one of them, because one of them is supposed to have like ESP or something like that. And I just like these books. They're cute little reads. The chapters are long in these books though, but they're cute little reads. I like them. And they're just cute. I mean, if you like cats, you might like these books. I like cats. I like these books. So this one I really didn't like. And it was because the ending of it was weird. And I don't know if you've ever read this book or seen the movie, because it's supposed to be a movie. It's called The Stepford Wives by Ira Levin. And this is what it looks like. And I did not like this book. All because I did not like the ending. Because I thought the ending was kind of weird in a way. And I felt like it left a lot of unsolved questions or unanswered questions. It's about this woman who goes to this city, this little suburb of Stepford, and as she's living in this town, she notices like weird things are happening to like her friends, where like all they want to do is talk about cleaning products. All they want to do is talk about feminine stuff. And everything like that, like, what I would picture, like, the 1950s stereotypical housewife sort of thing would be. That's what I think that book was about. And in the end, she's trying to figure out why are these girls acting like this, and she thinks it's robots. She thinks they're androids and stuff like that. And then in the end, she becomes one, but then her one friend, just goes on like business as usual. Like, she doesn't even take notice. I don't know why. It just ended kind of weird. This book I really enjoyed. It was a really funny book. It's called Marrying Mom. It's by Olivia Goldsmith. And this is what it looks like. It's a small little hardback book. What this book is about, it's about these 3 siblings. And the 3 siblings have all different kinds of problems. And their mother decides to come back to New York where they live because she's getting fed up with the retirement home feel of Florida. So she decides to come back to New York. And she's one of those mothers that is like over dramatic, over the top, naggy, sassy, everything like that. So their idea is instead of trying to put her in like a retirement home or a mental institution or something like that, which I thought was like funny when they were like trying to figure out what they're going to do with their mother, they decided to marry her off because their dad died a while ago. So they decided they're trying to like make her up with all these different rich guys so that she would have money, and she could deal with her new man's problems instead of nagging or butting into her children's problems. It was a really funny book. I really liked it. If you need a laugh in your day, just read this book. I highly recommend it. It is like the best book that I've read so far for 2017. It was like one of the best books that was so funny to read. So this it's James Patterson's book shots, and they're at Walmart, and you can probably find them at Target. And they're just like little books you could read in like a day. Like this book I just finished this in like not even a day, like half of a day. And it's called The Royals, and he wrote this with Rees Jones. I guess that's how you say it, Rees Jones. This is what it looks like. So what happens is one of the royal family members gets kidnapped. Not like the actual royal family in real life. It's like fake names and stuff. But it's still like it's the royal family in England, and it's the Duke. It's a Duke's child, and his child goes missing, and it's up to these detectives, this American detective, figure out, okay, who took her, and was it like a setup to try to get money, or if the Duke set them up, stuff like that. It was a really good book. It was a really nice book. The chapters were short, and like James Patterson's chapters are really short anyway. It was just a really good book. So this book, I have to be honest, I read most of it, but I didn't finish it because I could not take this book. This book I did not like. And I don't know why it's called this, because it really didn't have anything to do with the Tomb of Zeus. It's called The Tomb of Zeus. It's a Loretta Talbot mystery. It's by Barbara Cleverly, in a land of buried wonders, murders, no myth. And this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. You guys can see it. And it's called The Tomb of Zeus. And to be honest, there wasn't a lot of talk about the Tomb of Zeus. What happens is they get to, I really don't even know like how it happened, but they're in some kind of like, I don't know if they're in Greece, I don't remember. They're in some European country, and they're doing this exhibition on, or they're trying to find like the Tomb of Zeus, or they're trying to find out if this tomb that they found is the Tomb of Zeus, and in the long run somebody gets murdered, and they're trying to figure out who murdered her using clues like the Greek myths and stuff like that. It really doesn't have anything to do about the Tomb of Zeus, except they talked about like some myths Zeus was in. This is called, this one is, if you haven't read My Sweet Audrina, that's what this is the sequel to this book, or Audrina, I think that's how you say it. This book is really good. It was better than the first book. It just says it's a sequel to My Sweet Audrey. It came out like, I don't even know, last year, and I just got done, I just wanted to read it because I read a lot of V.C. Andrews books already, so I wanted a break from V.C. Andrews books. So this is V.C. Andrews' Whitefern. It's a sequel to My Sweet Audra, like I just said, or Audrina. This is what it looks like, and it's basically, it takes place, it's Audrina's father died, and I don't want to get into a lot of detail because you have to read the first book to be able to read the second one, obviously. What happens is her mentally challenged sister gets pregnant, or raped. Well, she gets raped and then she gets pregnant. And she thinks it's one person, and then when her sister has the baby, it turns out to be somebody else's entirely, which wasn't really a shock. Like, when you read this book, you'll be like, oh yeah, it's this person, right off the bat. I really liked it. It was really, really good. It takes place, like I said, after their dad dies, and she's married, she has a husband, and they've been trying to have children, and it's not really working out because of what happened in Audra's past that you find out in the first book. Now, there's only I'm not going to go into more detail about it because you just have to read it. It's really good. It's really suspenseful. It's really, really good. But there's only 2 in this series. Like, My Sweet Audra was really one of her books that she never wrote a sequel to. It was always just one. It was like the one book she only had one of. It's like her first novel. And then it was made into a movie, like a Lifetime movie. So I guess that's why they wrote another one, because the movie was so good. I didn't ever seen that one yet. So she's a ghost. V.C. Andrews died like a long time ago. So she has her ghostwriter writes her books, and like, I don't remember. I think she died like when she was writing like her first series of books. I think it says in the back about her ghostwriter. And yeah, so her ghostwriter writes. I think yes, her ghostwriter writes her books. I don't know. I mean, this book's been written last year. I don't know. But so when you read V.C. Andrews' books, her earlier books she did write, and then this is like from her ghostwriter. So yes, this book was really good. I really liked it. And Whitefern is the name of the mansion that her dad, her mentally challenged sister, her husband lived in. So you guys know. So this book, I don't have all the books in this series. I don't even remember where I got this at. I don't remember if it was a flea market. I don't remember. But this is it's Book 1 in Brides of Lehigh Canal. It's Kelly's Chance. It's book 1 in the series. It's by Wanda E. Brunstetter. Wanda E. Brunstetter writes Amish books. She's my favorite Amish book author. And she writes like kind of like pioneer books on the side of her or historical fiction. And this is what it looks like, and it's a small book. There's like, I don't know how many chapters were, like 30 maybe, I don't remember, let me check. You guys. But what it basically is about, it's about this girl named Kelly, and she has, there's 27 chapters. She works with her dad. Her dad is like in the coal business where he goes to the Lehigh Valley Canal, which is in I guess it's still in Pennsylvania. Lehigh Valley is in Pennsylvania. And she works with her dad dealing with the coal industry. So they use the canal to get from one place to the other so he can sell his coal. And her dad's a really not nasty guy or a bad guy per se, but when he gets into like his toughs or his fits, it can get pretty nasty. So, in the beginning of the book, she says how she doesn't want to fall in love. She doesn't want a chance to fall in love because of the relationship her mother and her father have, and what happened to her sister that comes later in the book. She had an older sister. And so, in the end, she finds love with the general store owner. I think he was a general store owner, or he was like the son of the general store owner. And it's a cute little book. Like, I really liked it. There wasn't a lot of, like, there was, like, a dramatic thing that happened at the end of the book. Towards the end of the book, like, the last maybe, like, 10 chapters, I would say. Because the chapters are really short, in my opinion, because the words are, like, big on the page. But, yes, it was a cute book. I liked it. I'll have to see if I can find the other ones in the series. So this is it started with the Lilian Jackson Braun book, and it's going to end this book review with the Lilian Jackson Braun book. It's the cat who wasn't there. It's Lilian Jackson Braun, like I said. This is what it looks like. And this one, it doesn't take place in the small town that Quill is a columnist in. He's the heir to like a fortune, and he doesn't have any heirs, so he's not married. So he has like this K Foundation, because that's what it's called, where it helps like all these different things in the town. And what happens is it sponsors a trip to Scotland, and his name is I don't know how you say it. It's like Quillen or something like that, but they just call him Quill or Mr. Q. He's a Macintosh that's like a Scottish clan, and they take a trip to Scotland, him and a couple of the villagers, like townspeople from the town. And what happens is something dramatic happens in the book to their tour guide. And it takes Quill has to go all the way back to the small town to figure out what really happened to her and why it happened. I like this one, to be honest. I like the cat who wasn't there better than the Kahubu Whistle one. They do come in some sort of order, but like I always say, I always read them. And whenever I find them, I just read them. I don't read them in any order. But it's like I said, they do come in like a specific order. So I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year, because this is my first video of 2017. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time with some more videos. Please subscribe. Comment below and tell me some of your favorite books that you've just started reading for 2017. And I'll see you guys next time with another video.